Hey Capricorns, this is Hale for HES Ultimage, and this is your Spirit Tarot forecast for the month of June. Hey guys, and yes, I am now updating it to being called Spirit Tarot Forecast, because I think it's pretty safe to say right now that I'm channeling messages from Spirit. I mean, I've been describing to you my whole process, yeah, the whole time that I've been going through it, where it's like, I could feel Spirit outside of my body, but now it's like I feel it inside, and I'm really connected to my guides now. More connected than ever, really. Yeah. Sorry, like they're giving me messages as I'm saying this. But yeah, so I feel like updating that is just the right thing to do. Like, because quite clearly it's not just a divination forecast anymore. Like, I'm literally like channeling the full message from Spirit. So it's like, yeah, because my abilities keep expanding, so it's like, that's how it is. That said, I do personal readings. If you want one, hit the link below, or an awesome energy bracelet. And here we go. We're starting with reaping, okay, guys? That's what you can gain if you follow through this month, if you're just joining us. First one is Ace of Swords. Then we've also got Earth, Create, as I lift that so you can see it, Allow, and Renewal. Okay, so they want me to start with Ace of Swords. This has to do with claiming one's power, realizing one's power. Okay, and they're throwing in Create, so it shows the idea of things that you could be creating, things you could be starting, things you could be... Okay, they're bringing me to the Renewal now. Things that you can be starting again or creating again. Yeah, okay, cool. Yeah, and for those of you just joining us, I do get messages through my guides through physical cues like the wink of my eye. Yes, thank you. All right. Okay. Renewal, allow. Okay, and that's the other thing. Like, they're showing me that renewal and allow are connected, in which case I want to like focus on that. It's like renewal and allow together. It's like allowing the natural course of whatever that renewal is to happen. Yeah. Because they're circling the create card again with the allow. So yeah, it's like you need to let the process happen naturally. Yeah, okay. Alright, give me a second because they want me to take a peek at action 2 now. Oh! Oh my god. Okay, sorry, because the action one is really speaking strong to my story right now, too. Yeah, okay, they want me to bring in the Guardian rune and allow. Okay. God, it's really weird, but this is a really big message so far for Pisces and for Capricorn. Because, allow is going with Guardian. Yeah, so it's like, allow yourself to trust your gut instincts, because at the end of the day, that is higher wisdom. Yeah, thank you. And actually surrenders the other card that's going to be tied to that Guardian. So again, it's like surrendering to your higher sense of wisdom and self, your instincts, your gut feelings, your heart feelings, yeah, are going to be really important in June. It's funny because this was really, really in line with Pisces too, although they're expressing themselves a little differently because the create thing is the really big thing for Capricorns, is what they're, yeah, and the Ace of Swords. Okay, so like that's the really big thematic focus, is create with the Ace of Swords. So again, it has to do with allowing yourself to create, like seeing your own ability to create and ability to implement things. But again, with the renewal energy, it has to do with something that maybe you're returning to. Okay, that's kind of the idea. And they're showing the Guardian thing again, so it's the idea that allow your guidance. And again, like, I know we're not all intuitive or psychic, whatever. We don't like the word psychic. Sorry. Yeah. They're just agreeing with that. So it's important to know that we all have guidance, yeah, and intuition, but we need to be open to receiving their help in order to actually get it and for it to come through. Trust me on this. I am living this right now as I look at my camera and it says 444. All right, there we go. They want for me to turn the rest, so give me 1 second. Wow, and there we go again. Um, so yeah, allow is a really big thing with this, and allowing your guidance and your, guardians, spirit guides, whatever. And again, if you're not really into that, even though, I mean, I'm assuming you're probably at least marginally interested in it because you are watching this channel. Sorry, they're circling the rune, so I'm not ignoring you. Like, they're literally circling around it. That it's important for you to know that the only way that you can receive guidance as if you're open and accepting of the way it comes through. Yeah. Okay, because even I'm like continuing to expand, and I know, it's always helpful to give examples, so I will. But like I'm finding even more ways to connect with my guides, and it's really expanding just how many options I have to receive guidance because of it. Yeah. Because they keep bringing back, sorry, I'm going to show it to you. Because they keep bringing back the Guardian rune, and that's showing me that this is a really big theme for Capricorns in June. But I really do think this is probably going to come up for a lot of people. I'm starting to think, yeah, because they showed the allow and the surrender, and I think that kind of has to do with the bigger picture. Okay, cool. Yeah, they just confirmed that for me. Cool, cool, okay. Sorry, because, like, I also use auto writing now in my head sometimes, so sometimes they draw letters, okay? So, you gotta be patient with me. Alright, okay. Oh, okay, cool. And they're showing me that whatever the opportunities are that you can create, it's because you're allowing that guidance to come through, and then taking action based upon that guidance. Okay, cool, they're really happy with that. Okay, alright, cool. So that was all like reaping, but we're gonna, go through it and then we'll bring it all together again. But all right. So energy surrounding us for the month of June is okay. They want me to pick them up. That would help. Fourth chakra, the heart. Be open and Queen of Swords. Okay. Give me 1 second because I know Queen of Swords goes a few ways depending on how I look at it. Okay, wow. Okay, they're actually focusing for Queen of Swords on how she feels tied. Okay, that's getting really important now. Yep, 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 yep. Okay. Because it's like the idea is that we might be binding ourselves up by any kind of okay, they're focusing on the create card and the stars beyond the tree. So it has to do with we're binding ourselves up probably with some of our own mentality. Yeah, that's what I figured. Um, in which case, like we can't really grow past it unless we, yeah, accept more help. Yeah, and accept more help from again your instincts, your intuition, your guidance. Because again, like you might not realize it, but it is your guidance. And this is important, and maybe I should really make a video about this because I know that people have been asking about it. Because like you really are just watching my spiritual advancement from month to month. Yeah, like I'm very frank with you about what I'm going through. I don't even think I've actually ever watched someone going through their spiritual ascension period and growing in front of my eyes. Because they keep going back to the surrender card, because that's the thing, and I know that's part of the message I need to give you, whether or not, it's manifesting. Different people are operating on different frequencies, basically, and I've operated on the lower frequency, even though I always knew that I had the capacity and ability to feel people's feelings and do other stuff like that. But I never knew that I could literally receive information from spirit. I didn't know that. Like, I knew that there was more to life, and I knew that I was connected through energy, but I didn't know that stuff. It took me a while to figure it out. And part of the reason that I did was because I trusted what I was feeling. Yeah, because now they're showing me the surrender card in a big way. Sorry, I'll just show you the card because it's fun too. I know some people get really hung up about seeing the cards, and you have to realize that cards are just paper. And I said this in the other video, and I'll say it again, and I hope to do a video on this. I could literally tear this card in front of you, and they would not give a shit. Okay, yeah. Because the cards are just cards. They're just objects where they can just give me messages through them. But the message is really being given through spirit. Like, these are like handy flashcards that they go, okay, he'll associate this with this idea. Okay, sorry, now this is becoming like teaching intuition 101. Okay, but they're throwing me at allow, which means that you guys probably need this. Yeah, okay. Um, but especially as Capricorns, and again, personal journey here, I have a lot of planets in Capricorn and my ascendant. It can be very hard to trust your intuition, and you want to be cerebral. And there's nothing wrong with being cerebral, there's nothing wrong with being logical, but it blocks a lot of that intuition and that genuine impulse. That kind of brings us into that like animal territory where before people could communicate, that's all they would have because they wouldn't have the same level of cognition. Yeah, and it's like, and they keep telling me the idea of moving up. In this case, like, that's their symbol to me as far as like how my abilities are expanding. And I think, and I've said this a few times for Capricorns before, for some reason, they want for Capricorns to be relying more on their guidance. And they really don't bring this out for the other Earth signs. It's always you guys. And I think it is because Capricorns are in that leadership kind of area that they want for you to be leaders when it comes to following your intuition too. Because Capricorns, okay, I'm just going to be very, very biased here. Like, Capricorns are pretty sharp, I think. Okay, but they want me to focus on the guidance thing. So it's like you can also be sharp enough to follow your instincts and your intuition, and that's just as good. Oh, and they're also telling me to tell you that it also helps you create more opportunities for yourself and gives you more power. Yeah. Okay, good. Because they're like, this is also a way that it feels a little more applicable. Because I know as Capricorns, we're very detail oriented. They keep showing me the surrender and guidance in the action section. I'm bringing them back. This is action. I know we're doing them out of sequence now. Doesn't matter. This is how they want it, so I stay on the message the right way. Action, what we should be doing this month is guardian and surrender. Again, that means surrendering to your intuition more, allowing yourself to feel more in the moment. Therefore, recognizing when you're getting a cue from your guidance that says, do this will be good for you, don't do this, it could be bad for you. Yeah, really surrender to those impulses, because it'll teach you that they're right. Because they're showing me the foundation of the tree now, and seeing that foundation, it's the idea that this is also a foundation of making choices in a way that you're listening to your higher guidance. Okay? Okay, energy we're bringing is heal your heart. This is kind of important because, yeah, this is actually really important because I was starting to put them all together. Heal your heart, they're tying it with create, allow, and renewal. So, again, like, remember how I said the thing that you might be motivated towards creating or moving forward with or revisiting? It has to do with trusting your guidance. Yeah, there we go. Yeah, sorry, auto writing. So the creation thing kind of hinges, yeah, on following your guidance and surrendering to your higher guidance. And again, this is the thing, because I didn't finish telling you. Like, before, I would feel my guidance through impulse, like intuition that comes from a bodily sensation that I didn't know was coming from spirit. I just thought it was me. Okay? Like, I would feel something in my gut, or something like as like an energetic kind of flavor. Okay? Because I always say this to people, like, I could taste and can still taste people's emotions like flavors. Like, it can be something so subtle, something that you don't even completely understand, but it is to your greatest advantage to learn how to tap into it better. Okay. Yeah, and they threw me at allow in the surrender and guardian, so that is really a major message for you. And they keep showing me the foundation of the tree, which shows me if you're moving forward and you move forward with that knowledge, it becomes your foundation. Again, like, I'm sorry to have to keep going into this, but I mentioned it in February in such a big way to most signs. We're entering a whole new phase where people are going to understand that this is real ability, you know? And this is something that you can really, you know, put your hat on, you know? like it's something that's legitimately, you know, something that you can use to your greatest advantage. And it can be really fun too. Yeah, okay, because they really wanted for me to bring that out. Okay. Because reflection is play. And it's so funny because I barely have any cards like this, so when they bring it out, yeah, it's a pretty big deal. And, like, you know, rest assured, there are very few cards, and I have many decks that have this energy, yeah. So with reflect being play, reflection being play, that's where our mental state should be and what we should be considering. It has to do with that foundation. So it's like, have fun with it and, like, have more, play around more with the idea that you can use your intuition to better your life. Yeah. And don't worry, I'm probably going to try and bring out some, you know, videos again on that kind of stuff. Yeah. Yeah. To maybe help facilitate that in some ways. Because again, they're showing surrender and guidance and allow. Okay, cool. And I just wanted to make sure they meant for you. So yeah. So to like help people kind of more get a better idea, because now even talking to you, I'm understanding more what people need to hear in order to expand in their own natural way. Yeah, okay. Okay, cool. And they're bringing back create and allow again. Okay, sorry. I just figured you guys deserve to see the cards because they're so pretty. um, but again, like, you can manifest more in your life when you're connected to your guidance, okay? And allowing is the key. So again, it's not enough to feel an impulse and then just go against it or deny it. You need to try and, yep, play around with things more. They were circling play. Play around with things more and get more comfortable with the idea of seeing a part of yourself that you're not used to seeing. Yeah. And they're circling the stars in the night sky and the create card. So it's like kind of the idea of you connecting with something that's kind of on a higher level. And that's the thing too, like I'm saying higher level, like I mean, yeah, because they keep showing me like moving up, like, and that has to do with like moving up in your ability to perceive spirit, perceive the higher vibrations and higher feelings. And again, I know this might not be the type of thing you're used to hearing or interested in hearing, but it is coming up for Capricorn specifically for a reason. Even though I think the whole idea of people tapping into their guidance more, yeah, is becoming a key theme for most signs. Hold on. Okay, yeah, because I had to listen to the automatic writing and they were like, really is, so yeah. So, and remember, like, this is giving people an advantage moving forward because it helps you make better opportunities and make better choices and gives you a better foundation moving forward. So it's really something worth examining and worth expanding on and worth having fun with. Yeah. Because again, like I have a lot of planets in Capricorn and it is really fun. Like it's kind of like, okay, you can't really goal orient your connection with spirit, but when you move into that new area with them and that new understanding and that new level of understanding, you get so excited, yeah. Because you're expanding and you're learning more. And I know the whole learning thing can be really valuable for us in general. And I know that we, as a sign, particularly really enjoy when we see growth. Yeah. Okay, but going back to the energy that surrounds us again, because I didn't get to touch on those a lot, but fourth chakra, the heart, shows me, you know, doing this will connect you more with your own sense of truth, your own sense of heart, your own sense of, give me a second. Okay, because they brought in allow. So it's also like bringing yourself into your own sense of wonder, I think, and the fact that you don't know everything, and there's something really exciting about that. Yeah, because again, they're showing me with the surrender and the guardian. If you try and surrender more to your guidance, even in the smallest ways, that means when you have a gut impulse, try following it for a change. Yeah, because that's how I really started. I started to notice that every time I had a feeling, it was real. and it was legitimate, yeah. So you need to like allow yourself to actually give that side of yourself a chance, yeah. Um, and and it is a process, but I mean, again, like I didn't know that I was communicating with spirit that whole time and connected with spirit that whole time. Like it really took me crystal meditating first, which I'm hoping to give you a resource on again. Yeah. And after that, when I started doing my work with cards, like I would get these like feelings and impulses of how to use them, and then all of a sudden I realized I was being guided by spirit to have those impulses. Yep. And I realized how I could connect and really genuinely allow that guidance to come through, and it made everything so much better, yeah. And it made everything make so much more sense and expanded the possibilities of what I could see and how I could see it. Now, for you, this can even just have to do with how you see your own life, how you connect to your own life, how you connect to your decision making, because that's a really big deal right now. Because you want to have a pure foundation. I'm going to say that again. You want to have a pure foundation. Because if you're rooted in things that are insincere, it will crumble beneath you. But if you're connected to things that are genuine and true, you will flourish. Yeah, there we go. And that's why with the energy we're bringing, it's heal your heart again. Oh, and they keep bringing me back to the heart chakra too. I didn't even put those two together. Sometimes when the energy's bouncing around, I don't notice the obvious. They're like, stay grounded. Um, the heart is the foundation. Yep, there we go. Heart is the foundation. Like, basically, your heart and your true, genuine feelings need to be the foundation upon whatever you're building your life on for the next 2 decades or so. And beyond, okay, and beyond. Um, Oh, and I didn't even get to touch on that Earth card, but it's showing the idea of the prosperousness of doing that and creating that proper foundation. It's like when people are building a bridge and they need to go back and rebuild it because of the infrastructure. Now you know I'm from a metropolitan area. Infrastructure, very government term. Um, but if you don't build that strong foundation properly, then you're going to have to revisit it and rebuild it, basically. So allow that guidance to come through, okay, guys? All right, that said, again, I do personal readings. If you want one, hit the link below. Hope you do, and hope you have an awesome June. I'll see you later, guys.